Hello students, this is Sudeep Yadav from Spectrum Chemistry, and students, if you are first time visiting to my channel, so please like and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get a best explanation of NCERT book class 7th subject science. And students, today we are going to discuss the new chapter, that is reproduction in plants, and this is the first part of this chapter. Here in this video we are going to discuss about the reproduction. So let's start students. What is reproduction? Let's see. Reproduction: all the living organisms including plants and animals have the capability to produce new individuals during their lifespan. This process of producing a new organism from the existing organism or the parent of the same species is called the reproduction. So it was the definition for the reproduction. Okay. Now, second, important parts of the plants. Number first, vegetative parts. So these are the parts of the plants that plays a major role in the life cycle of a plant, such as preparation of food, second, transportation of the food, third, water and nutrients, etc. Now, what are the parts? For example, let's see, roots, stems and leaves. These all are, we can consider as a vegetative parts. Okay. Now, second, reproductive parts. These are the vegetative parts, but what are the reproductive parts? So let's see students, what are the reproductive parts of the plants. So these are the parts of the plant that play a major role in the reproduction process in plants. For example, flowers, fruits. So these are the reproductive parts of the plants. Now, third point, modes of reproduction. Different organisms reproduce in a different way. In plants, there are two different methods of reproduction. Number first, asexual reproduction. Second one is the sexual reproduction. But first of all, we are going to discuss about the asexual reproduction. The new plants are produced without using the seeds. In this process, generally the leaves, stems and roots participate in reproduction. Means all the vegetative parts here will participate to reproduce their new young ones. Okay, so these are the this mode of the reproduction is known as the asexual reproduction. Okay, so asexual reproduction in the plants occurs through the following methods. Number first, vegetative propagation, budding, fragmentation and spore formation. Okay, so these all are the very important methods by which reproduction will take place in plant. Before we discuss about the vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction, we should know about that some important terminology for this chapter. That is, number first, shoot. A young plant is often termed as shoot. Generally, a shoot is regarded as a part of the plant which has stems, leaves and flowers. So this is the shoot. Okay. Node. It is a part of the stem or a branch of a plant from where the leaf arises. So this is the node. Now, vegetative buds. Sometimes buds are present in the leaves that are capable of developing into shoots. These are called vegetative buds. So students, you can see in these figures, these all are the different kinds of the important parts of the plant, like apical bud, node, internode, apical bud, vegetative shoot, leaf and the parts of the leaf, that is the blade and the petiole, stem, taproot or lateral branch of the root. Okay, so these all are the important parts of the plants, you can see in this figure. Now the first method of reproduction, that is vegetative reproduction by stem. The stem or branches of the plant normally bear buds in axils. The buds that are present in the axial, that is the point of attachment of leaf and the node, that is known as the bud, axial bud, that is also known as, developed into the shoot. These are called vegetative buds. Now the vegetative buds can give rise to a new plant. These buds consist of a short stem around which immature overlapping leaves are folded. These can produce a new plant by vegetative propagation. So this is the vegetative reproduction by stem. Now natural means of vegetative propagation, that is vegetative propagation by roots. Plants that have tuberous roots, that is roots which are used as storage organ in plants, participate in vegetative propagation. In order to grow new plants, these tuberous roots are sown in the soil. There are buds present on the fruits that grow above the ground and a new plant is formed. For example, sweet potato and dahlia. Okay, so both are the examples of the vegetative propagation by the roots. So I hope students you must have enjoyed this video. So thank you.